Hey boys and girls, what's up? Mr. Thomas here. Today's math episode is brought to you by the kitchen, my kitchen, in my house. And today I am going to have a snack. I worked very hard all morning. I told myself that if I work really hard and get everything done, I can come have a snack. And I got that done, and I wanted to come have a snack. And I chose, I have to be careful about this because if the dog hears me talking about it and cutting it, he'll probably come and start begging for some. It's his absolute favorite food. Apples. So I have an apple that I'm cutting up here, right? I've already cut up half of it, and I'm going to cut the other half. And this got me thinking that this is a lot like the math that we're going to be doing today. We were talking about variables and expressions, if you remember that, or I guess the week before spring break. So a couple weeks ago we were talking about that. And this brought up an interesting idea to me. You see here, I'm going to be cutting this apple very carefully, not cutting off fingers. We're going to be very careful about that. And I have some pieces of apple here that you can see, right? I will tell you that I also have some pieces of apple in this bowl that you can't see. So just like in an expression, we can have known quantities, numbers, and variables, ones that we don't know the value of. And we'll let the variable be represented by the pieces of apple in the bowl, right? I'm not going to eat these. That's just like seeds and stuff. I definitely don't want to eat that. So I have a known quantity of pieces of apple. Let's say, well, it's kind of a messy job cutting it, but we'll call it, let's call it, cut these in half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 pieces of apple here. That is a known quantity. That's a number that we know. I have 6 pieces of apple. I have more apple in the bowl, or maybe I do, maybe I don't. You can't see in the bowl. You don't know, right? So there could be 0 pieces of apple in there, or there could be 1 million. Probably not 1 million, but there could be any number of pieces of apple in there, right? And I'm going to show you what it looks like when we visualize an expression that has a variable. I'm going to take these 6 pieces of apple, and if I add them to the bowl, which has an unknown amount in it, it'd be like adding, right? Literally addition, okay? So 6 plus X. We don't know how many pieces of apple are in this bowl, right? So if I add 6 to it, all I know is that there are now 6 more than whatever's in there now. Could be 0, could be 2, right? But we're just going to have it be X. So 6 plus X. That's our expression, right? Likewise, if I put some apple slices in there, now you know there are some apple slices in there, but we don't know exactly how much. Let's say I take out 3 of them. I had an unknown quantity, and I took away 3. So my expression would be X minus 3, right? We don't know how many started in the bowl. It doesn't matter. All that we know is that we took 3 out. Does that make sense? Oh, good apple. Eventually the dog will hear me and he'll come beg for it. If he doesn't, I might call him in and give him a piece of apple anyway because he loves it so much. I'm sorry. I just love apples. So, ladies and gentlemen, an unknown quantity, that's our variable. Could be 0, could be 1, could be 2, could be any number, right? Any number X plus 2. Any number X minus 3 or minus 5, right? Now I have 5 pieces of apple. I took them away from this amount, whatever it was. It doesn't matter what the amount is. It's unknown. The total amount, the picture, remember we talked about the puzzle, the picture will change based on how much I'm adding or taking out, whatever the operation is, whatever the known quantity is, and whatever the variable is, whatever it starts with. So ladies and gentlemen, I was just cutting an apple today, and I just started thinking about math. I think about math a lot. Remember what I say, math is everywhere, right? And here I was just, going to eat an apple. So now I got my Diet Coke, I got my apple, I'm all set for afternoon. I don't know where the dog is. Lincoln! We'll get him out here. You guys haven't seen Lincoln. He might be scared because I told him to go away while I was recording. Oh, here he comes. Lincoln, you want an apple? Can you sit? Good boy. Shake. Give me your paw. Good boy. Oh boy, good boy. Oh yeah, Lincoln loves his apples. There's Lincoln. Can you see him? I don't know if you can see him on camera. I hope you can see him. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, unknown amount. We don't know how many apple pieces are in this bowl. You certainly don't know because you can't see in the bowl. I can see in the bowl, but you can't. Doesn't matter how many pieces are in here. That's our variable. It's x, right? X. I can add 3 more to it. Plus 3. How many are in the bowl? I don't know. All I know, it's 3 more than x. There are 3 more than there were, right? Now if I take some out, let's say I take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I took out 8. How many started in there? We don't know. It's a variable. X minus 8. All I know is that there are 8 fewer than there were just a moment ago. He still wants more. There we go. Oh, he missed. So, ladies and gentlemen, math is everywhere, like I was telling you. And you can apply these situations. I mean, math it just surprises you sometimes, where you just start thinking about math. At least I do anyway. Maybe you will one day. And you'll have me to thank for it. This might have been a little bit confusing. So let's go to the whiteboard and I'll give you some more examples and we can take a look at those, okay? Lincoln, one more for the road. Back up. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. All right, let's go to the whiteboard. Hey, boys and girls. All right, here we are at the whiteboard. We're going to just continue. I'm going to show you a couple examples with expressions and variables, just like we were doing upstairs. What I would like you to do right now is turn in your math books to page IN8. Obviously, you can look at it here on the screen with me as well. And I can, make my, go full screen like that. How about that? How are you? Get a little drink of coffee while we're, all right. Burned my tongue. That's all right. That's worth it. It's worth it. Okay. Go ahead and get your math book open to page IN8. We're going to skip IN7. We're going straight to 8. I'm on the guided practice. If you need a second to pause the video, go ahead and do that. You know what? I'm not going to pause it. Don't pause. I'm just going to drink my coffee while you're getting it open. And then if you need to pause it, that's on you. You do you. You figure it out. All right. So here we are. You can see the book here on the screen. But if you want to open it up so that you can write in the answers as well, I think that would be very helpful to you. So Jonah wanted to evaluate the expression b plus 7 when b equals 4. Oh boy, and I can use the pen tool on this thing. This is going to be a disaster. It's going to be a nightmare, but we'll have fun together. So write the expression. Let me make it so my marker doesn't roll off the table. There we go. So write the expression. Let me get my little pen tool here. The expression is b plus 7, right? Oh boy. Oh boy. So I'm going to write b plus 7. Okay. That's not bad. Okay. Now it says replace b with 4. Well, why? Well, because it says right there in the book that b, I'll underline it for you, b equals 4. Okay, so we're just going to substitute. We know in this case, remember the variable is unknown. A lot of times it can change. But here we know that the variable is equal to 4. So I'm just going to plug that in. 4 plus 7. So in this case, b plus 7 equals the same thing as 4 plus 7. And then literally all I have to do is add 4 plus 7. So go ahead and write that in your book. It's 11. You knew that. All right, let's keep, oh, this is wild, weird, wild times. Let's keep moving on. I'm going to scroll down. Oh boy, there goes all my writing. Okay. Evaluate each expression given the values of the variable. So again, they tell you what the variable is. They tell you the value here. We just want to get used to seeing them in expressions. So x plus 8 when 8 equals 12. Well, I bet you could do these on your own in like 10 seconds. Go ahead and write them in. Go ahead. Well, they get a little bit trickier though. So if x plus 8 when x equals 12, we're going to go to the big board here. We're going to go to the big board. X plus 8 when x equals 12. So x plus 8, and we have x equals 12. Well, ladies and gentlemen, all I have to do is substitute in the 12 for the x, right? So now I have 12 plus 8 equals, yeah, you already knew it. It's 20. Of course it is. It's not so bad, right? Get that written in your book. Okay, let's skip down. Let's try one of these little tougher ones where it has like multiple steps here. Whoops, okay. Here we go, back in your book. Let's look at number 4. Oh boy, okay, let's look at number 4. Y minus z, I'm gonna start writing this on the board up here. Y minus z, now we have 2 variables. Plus 13 plus y. Boy, this is hard to do. Y minus z plus 13 plus y. But again, they give you the values. Y equals 11 in this case. Y equals 11. Can you see that? Yeah. And z, or z, if you're not from America, equals, I don't know if they call it z. I have no idea. Z equals 6. So y equals 11, z equals 6. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, all I have to do, they give me the values. You're just going to plug them in. So instead of y minus z, now I have 11 minus 6 plus 13 plus y, which is 11. Now I have a new expression. 11 minus 6 plus 13 plus 11. Well, now I don't have any variables left. It's just time to solve. And of course, we remember we have to follow the order of operations, right? Order of operations. PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Remember, multiplication and division, addition and subtraction go at the same time, and we go left to right. Okay? So I don't have any parentheses. I don't have any exponents. I don't have any multiplication or division. I just have addition and subtraction. They go at the same time, left to right. 11 minus 6 is 5. Bring down my 13 plus 11. 5 plus 13 is 18. Well, I'm going to make it so that you can't see. 18 plus 11. You know what it is? Yep, 29. You got it. You got it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all there is to it with this lesson. Now, I'm going to turn the page really quick here. Occasionally in this, you'll get some multiplication thrown in. You'll get some parentheses thrown in because remember what I told you. Now that you know order of operations, guess what? That dictates how you do the math for the rest of your life. That never goes away. Order of operations never goes away. It dictates how you're going to answer these questions, any math question, really, the rest of your life. So make sure you know it, right? Let's look here. Let me erase more of this stuff, and then I don't want to take up too much more time because I want to keep this video under 20 minutes. Evaluate expression given the we know that. You guys can do that. Just you guys, you're plugging it in, and then you're following an order of operations. Let's look at number 9 really quick. There are 7. This is exactly like what we talked about with the apples, right? Upstairs. There are 7 counters in a cup. Judy took out some counters. What expression did she model? So remember, with the apples, I had a bowl of apples where there was an undisclosed amount in the bowl. So that was our variable. Well, variable. Anyway. Now there are 7 counters in a cup. That's my known quantity, right? I know there are 7. I'm going to go to the full screen so that you can really see how animated I am about this math. There are 7 counters in a cup. That's my known variable, right? So let's say I have a cup here. Boy, I'm going to do my best to draw a cup. It's really hard. And we can see inside of it. It's like pretend like we can see inside this cup, right? And there are 7 counters in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We know there are 7 in that cup. Judy, was that her name or was it Julie? I don't know. I think it was Judy. She takes some out. Do we know how many she takes out? No, she takes some out. So that's our variable, right? So a number of counters are coming out of the cup. We don't know how many. That's going to be our x, right? Now, the only question that's left to answer is, what operation are we doing? Are we multiplying? Are we dividing? Are we adding or subtracting? Well, I start with 7 counters in the cup, and then Judy takes some away. She takes some out. So what expression is that? You're exactly right. It's subtraction, right? So my variable is being subtracted from my known amount. And my given amount in this case is 7. So my expression that she is demonstrating for us is 7 minus x or c or whatever variable you want to use. So let's go back to our book really quick. And let's write in, oh boy, 7 minus x, Judy. Good job, Judy. Questions, comments, general concerns? You can message me on Canvas or you can email me. I am going to start a new format with our math throughout the week, since we're going to 3 days a week in a row now on. So make sure that you're checking your messages in Canvas so that you can see my schedule and you know exactly what we're going to be doing with that. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Math. Do math. That's my sign off, I guess, for math. Do math. But no, seriously, I hope you had a great spring break. I know I'm ready and raring to go. I hope you are too. And I miss you. I still miss you. I still love you. I still care about you. Stay safe, be kind, love each other. And you know, play a board game once you finish this math or something, you know, like do something fun, do a puzzle, play a board game. Love you guys. Take it easy. Bye.